Let's get to the first emailed in topic today. And the first emailed in topic today comes to us from Zach Pope, who writes, "Big fan of the show and always looking forward to your thoughts." Thank you so much, Zach. Quick question. Do you think we will get a sequel to Ready Player One? I love the world that they developed and would love to jump back into this world and explore it more. Yeah, one of my favorite films of this year so far has been Steven Spielberg's Ready Player One, of course, based on the insanely popular novel by, I believe you pronounce the name Ernst Cline. Is that the name of the guy who wrote the book? But at any rate. And I thought the movie was fun, imaginative. It was true adventure. Like, I remember after I saw Ready Player One, that's the word I just kept saying, adventure. It just felt like a real adventure movie, you know? And I adored it. I had a really, really good time with it. Could there be a sequel? Well, I mean, one of the things that we do know is that they are working, the author of the book, is currently working on a sequel to the novel. This much we know. So Ernst Cline has already said that he is making, he's actually, after the movie came out, he said he went into overdrive making another Ready Player One book that I believe he is tentatively calling Ready Player Two. One of the interesting things that he said, though, is that he's writing his book as a sequel to the first book, not as a sequel to the movie. He specifically said, I'm trying to write a sequel to the book and not to the movie because the movie has changed things. So the first step here, obviously, in getting a Ready Player One sequel on the big screen is for them to actually, the author of the book, to actually get through there and actually write a sequel to the book. Once a sequel to the book is done, then there's another book. Then you can start talking about it. Now, Ready Player One didn't blow up the box office. It did well, and it made a bunch of money. I think the final thing was somewhere around $580 million. Let me just make sure that Ready Player One, let me just double check that. I think it was around 580 million bucks that it ended up making. $582 million is what Ready Player One made at the box office, which means it was plenty profitable and made them a lot of money, but not like the ultimate big blockbuster. But I would contend it definitely made enough money to warrant a sequel, and the crowd reaction warranted a sequel, and the critical reaction warrants a sequel. So if Cline can get this sequel novel done, and it reads well, I don't see any reason not to do another one. And apparently Steven Spielberg loved making this. Maybe he would come back to direct the sequel. Maybe they get somebody else to do the sequel. Who knows? But it does look, at least we're going to get the novel. And once the novel's done, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't do a theatrical sequel, considering the money it made, the audience response, the critic response. If the book's good, why not? I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. All right, let's move on to topic number 2.